Ahoy, peace and blessings. Welcome back. Today we're talking about unlocking your snake energy, unlocking your naga energy, your serpent energy. Alright, I'm gonna do some beginner stuff and some high level stuff, right? But if you're already practicing spirituality, you're already practicing shamanism, okay, I mainly use my snake energy, alright, to quiet other demons. Understand, your aura alone can destroy many demons, right? But some of these demons hide in protected places, right? They may be hiding in your loved ones, you know, and something you love is usually something you like. And people who haven't been practicing their own shamanism, their own spirituality, people who aren't as close to God as you are, that's ultimately how these lower level demons will play out, right? You can activate your snake energy to quiet these lower level demons, right? Snakes eat snakes. Okay, understand this, right? A lot of lower level demons will take the forms of snakes, right? There's good snakes, there's bad snakes, right? On one level, right? In mundane 3D earth reality, right? There's just snakes, right? The physical animals, right? The snakes, right? They're just surviving, right? They focus on purely survival. They're neutral beings, right? I'd even put them on the side of good, you know what I'm saying? But, right, not going too deep, right? They're neutral beings. I say they're good because they help the ecosystem, you get what I mean? They're natural. They're a natural part of Earth, right? We shouldn't demonize the Earth, right? You don't want to be demonized. You don't want someone to demonize you. You're just born here. You get what I mean? Snakes are just born here like us, right? So there's the natural animal snakes, right? There's also higher dimensional snakes, right? You may even consider it lower dimensional snakes, right? Demons can take the forms of snakes, right? Angels can also take the forms of snakes. There's also the Naga race, right? The Nagas are a race of snake-like beings, okay, who are mostly on the side of good, right? If you look at statues of the Buddha, right, he had a crown of snakes. He has snakes protecting him and helping him, giving him knowledge, right? Protecting him when he was in those deep meditative states. Okay, you can use this snake energy, this naga energy to protect you. You don't deserve demons attacking you. Okay, realize this, right? You deserve your good, positive karma. You get what I mean? You're doing the work. Okay, I want you to think about superposition. I'll probably make a video on the bits I know about quantum mechanics and things like that, right? I have to, but right, there's a thing called superposition, right? Every possibility you have, right, is happening. Okay, you have the possibility to be really close with God. You have the possibility to be away from God, and everything in between is a spectrum, right? You have the possibilities of embodying love. You have the possibilities of embodying hate. Okay, use your superposition, right? This is really another video. I just want to add this in. Use your superposition to, you know, decide, right, on your position. Decide on love. Decide on being close with God, right? Decide on peace, right? This is superposition, okay? This snake energy can help your superposition, right? When you've cleared out yourself, you purified yourself, you purified your environment, you know what I mean? You purified a lot of people you love, things like that, right? You're doing the works, right? These lower level demons can still sneak in, you get what I mean? It's usually by attaching to something you love, right? You can use this snake energy to rid them, right? To scare them, to shut them up. You get what I mean? To put them back into their place, right? You are the son of God. You get what I mean? You are the daughter of God. You have this right. You have this power. You have this authority, right? A lot of people don't have to use this snake energy to do these things, right? But a lot of us, you know, can activate this snake energy to help us in these aspects, right? Even angels do this. You get what I mean? Even the Buddha was doing this. And it's very simple, okay? You can change the world with a thought. You can just think about it. Okay, I'm activating my snake energy. I'm activating my serpent energy. I'm activating my naga energy. You are a much bigger snake than these little demons, than these small little snakes. You get what I'm saying? You are connected to infinity. You are closer to infinity, right, than they are. Okay, you are closer to God than they are. It just is what it is, right? They didn't have to act that way. They didn't have to choose their path. But if they're harming you, bothering you, annoying you in your energy, okay, you can use your snake, right, your snake energy to destroy these smaller snakes energies. So beyond that, snakes have to deal with shedding, okay? You can activate this snake energy to shed you of negative energy, to shed you of demons, right? Demons will try to put clothes on you, okay? Right? In the Bible, they say, wear the armor of God, right? A lot of angels you see will be wearing armor and things like that, right? Made out of light. Sometimes you have to shed these negative clothes, right? Don't let these demons put clothes on you, put skin on you, attached to your skin. You get what I mean? A lot of people with our third eyes open, you get what I mean, can see that demons really be in people's skins. You get what I'm saying? This may happen to you, right? You can cleanse yourself of this, right? You can get dirty, okay? You can also cleanse yourself. It's okay to cleanse yourself, right? But this goes into superposition. Enter that superposition where you're always clean, right? You're always loving, you're always kind, right? You're always protected. Enter that superposition, right? By God, right? There's a reason Jesus said he's always by God's side, right? You can enter that superposition like Jesus, where you're always by God's side. God really entered that superposition for me. You know what I'm saying? God is always by my side, even when I'm not on his side. But I understand this now, like, oh, I have to, understand he's doing that for a reason, right? The things God does to you, for you, he probably wants you to act that way towards him, towards other people. You get what I mean? A mutual agreement. So this snake energy can help you shed negative energies, right? If you see, right, earth snakes, right, you see real 3D snakes on the earth, okay, it's probably a sign from the universe that you will start to shed negative energies. Okay, it's probably a sign from the universe, right, that you may begin to shed your old life, right? Major transformations are coming if you see a snake, right? If you're in tune with this. You get what I'm saying? I haven't seen that many 3D real snakes, right? I've seen more spiritual snakes than real snakes, honestly, right? But I have seen real snakes too. And in those moments, my life was transformed. You get what I'm saying? Weeks later, month later, right? So take these signs, universe is sending us signs all the time. And snakes are a very, very major sign, right? Snakes are a very, very sacred, animal, right? Don't let these demons ruin you. Don't let these demons ruin your perspective on the earth and on yourself and on God. You know what I'm saying? Enter that superposition where you actually love everyone. You're praying for everyone, right? Why would you hate a snake? You know what I mean? A lot of fake thieves and things like that, right? Demonize the snake because the Bible and things like that, right? There's some negative snakes, okay? You don't want to get bit by a snake, right? You don't want to get bit by a dog. You know what I'm saying? This bandofthedog, right? There's dogs who may harm you, right? But you don't want to put that on every dog, right? There's snakes who may harm you. You don't want to put that on every snake, right? There's men who may harm you. You don't want to put that on every single man, right? There's women who may betray you, right? You don't want to put that on every single woman. Keep a clear state, realize these things are personal, these things are individual. But as a whole, snakes can help you a lot, right? You can gain a lot of wisdom. You can gain a lot of protection, right? It's another weapon, another tool, another energy you can use to destroy these lower level demons. You get what I'm saying? But don't be fooled, right? Doesn't matter what animal you're working with, right? There's negative and bad and everything. You get what I'm saying? There's negative gods, right? Gods can act negative sometimes. Angels fail and can act negative. You know what I'm saying? Men can act negative towards you, lie to you, and all. You know what I'm saying? So use your discernment, right? But there are very, very positive, sacred, divine, higher dimensional snakes and nagas, serpents, okay, who aid us, who help us, right? If Buddha made this channel, you get what I'm saying? In polarity conscious, we are all one, right? This would probably be like the band of the snake or something, right? I just like dogs, okay? I like dogs, right? The universe sends me signs, you can activate this snake energy, right? Because I'm a demon slayer, you get what I'm saying? I got all the signs in order to activate this snake energy. I do sometimes, right? But like I said in my last video, I don't be trying to kill demons goddamn 24/7. I done been through them realities, you get what I'm saying? I try to be peaceful, playful, fun, you get what I'm saying? But if you see these snakes, right, be ready for transformation. Be ready to shed your old self, your old negative thought patterns and habits. Be ready, right? Life can hit you very, very fast, you get what I'm saying? If you're ready, you're prepared for this snake energy, right, the experience will be beautiful. You understand superposition? You understand I'm supposed to be over here? You get what I'm saying? This transformation can be very, very beautiful. But if you're over there, you're in the hate energy, the negative energy, right? The distasteful energy, right? These transformations can be negative, right? A lot of people get botched surgeries and things like that, right? So when you shed your skin, make sure it's a positive experience. Do all you can. You get what I'm saying? Just being that pure, loving, kind, right? Forgiving, merciful, right? Superposition where everything is good, right? Even though we look in the real world, 3D, Earth, you know what I'm saying? There's wars, all that stuff, right? But internally, you get what I'm saying, we can still be in that positive emotional state, in that positive mental state. You get what I'm saying? Snakes can help you do this a lot. Snakes help me do this, right? I don't activate this energy every day. It's more like a trump card when I have to, right? Snakes are very, very powerful. You get what I'm saying? But like my channel suggests, I work with a lot of energies, okay? I work with dragon energies a lot, right? If you're working with dragon energies, right, these negative spirits may call you a snake. You get what I'm saying? They look similar. Dragons are not snakes. Snakes are not nagas, right? There's a difference between them. But realize, even if someone calling you a snake, right, people use this as a negative term, right? There's very, very positive snakes, right? Snake medicine is very, very good, right? Dragon medicine is very, very good. So I realize, your soul can't be poisoned. Your spirit can't be poisoned, okay? You may go through these transformative experiences where it may feel that way. You get what I'm saying? Don't be scared. Don't fear. Fear nothing but God. Negative snakes may try to harm you. You get what I'm saying? Call upon your snake gods. You get what I'm saying? Your naga gods, your own naga energy. They can destroy these small snakes. You get what I'm saying? These little garden snakes pretend like they're the biggest demons in the world, right? Small lad demons, right? Always pretend like they're the biggest, baddest demons in the fucking world. They hiding in the shadows. I understand these beings don't take physical bodies because they'd be destroyed. You get what I'm saying? You won't see a lot of these beings. You may just hear them or feel them, right? They'll be destroyed, right, just by your aura. A lot of these beings will try to be right outside your aura, right? They're kind of like dumb, honestly. You get what I'm saying? Smart demons will just run the fuck away from you like they did Jesus. You get what I'm saying? Smarter demons will run the fuck away from you. But this is a tech to destroy lower demons. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we gotta destroy lower demons too. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Right? Some of my older videos, I'll talk about, I'm the son of God, right? I'm the prince of heaven. You get what I'm saying? I'm also a king of hell, right? But you know what I'm saying? I usually don't even go everywhere in hell though, right? Because I be destroying fucking everybody just by my aura. You get what I'm saying? And some of these people can still be redeemed and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of these little demons and shit can't be redeemed. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? It ain't our job to redeem all these motherfuckers. It is never your job to redeem a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's never your job to make people see clearly. It's never your job to give motherfuckers medicine. You get what I'm saying? Unless you dealing with the elderly. You know what I'm saying? You a doctor or something. Like, it really ain't your job to make people understand you. You get what I'm saying? A lot of people fear snakes because that's all they've been told, right? Other people have pet snakes, right? Hella pet snakes. You get what I'm saying? Some people fear dragons. You get what I'm saying? They want to kill the dragon so they can get a princess. You get what I'm saying? Other people embody that dragon energy. So really, use your divine powers, right? Just speaking truthfully, you get what I'm saying? Every snake I met, not good, right? But I met motherfucking very, very benevolent snakes. I never even met a negative dragon, right? That's why I tend to use that energy more. I never met a negative dragon, not one time, but I'm sure there's people who hate dragons. You know what I'm saying? There's people who hate Jesus. There's people who hate love. There's people who hate kindness. There's people who hate forgiving. There's people who hate mercy. You know what I'm saying? There's people who hate medicine, right? There's people who hate freedom. There's people who hate changing, transformations. You know what I'm saying? Realize this is you. This is personal. You know what I'm saying? You don't got to tell everybody what you're doing. A lot of times it's better they don't know. They're going to try to destroy it if they know. You get what I'm saying? But beyond that, don't be worried about these lower energies, these lower demons and shit who's scared to even manifest themselves for real. You know what I'm saying? In a more positive aspect, right? They can help you attain wisdom, attain knowledge. You get what I'm saying? Get closer to God, get closer to nature, get closer to the earth. Realize we share the same ground. You get what I'm saying? Even though they don't got feet, you get what I'm saying? We are on the same playing field, we're on the same ground. In the same way you have a higher self, okay? This is a secret I don't hear too many people talk about. The same way you have a higher self, these animals have higher selves as well. You get what I'm saying? Whatever your predominant shaman energy is, right? Mine is dogs, right? I've seen dogs higher selves. You get what I'm saying? I've seen birds higher selves. A couple animals, right? Most powerful animal I've seen, higher version, right, was a dog though, right? There's higher forms of dragons, right? And that's what I mean, like dragons are always in their higher form, right? They're mythical, right? There's higher snakes though as well. You know what I'm saying? Some snakes have higher versions. You know what I'm saying? Some snakes are close to God. Again, angels even take that form, right? You gotta realize, right? You an angel, and if your mission is to destroy demons, right? You may camouflage yourself. You know what I'm saying? Angels are shamans, okay? You may camouflage yourself as a snake. You know what I'm saying? To blend in, right? But this is your emotional state, your thoughts, you know what I'm saying? Your imagination, imagination, you know what I'm saying? You can just feel that energy, right? You don't gotta say nothing, you don't gotta hiss, you don't gotta do no weird tongue shit, you know what I'm saying? You can just feel that energy in your heart, you know what I'm saying? I'm activating my snake energy, like, you know what I'm saying? Little that demon is like, bye-bye, you feel me? Little that demon go bye-bye, you feel me? You're like gonna get ate around here, you know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers be scared, you know what I'm saying? This is why I teach, you know what I'm saying? Same shit Jesus was teaching, right? Fear nothing but God, right? These little demons should be scared of all kind of shit. You feel me? You'll see angels don't be scared of shit. People who really be close with God don't be scared of shit. Right? I'm speaking more on the actual use of snakes and that snake energy, that naga energy. Right? But if you are a beginner, you're trying to bring this energy into your life, right? You can watch documentaries of snakes. You get what I mean? Movies about snakes. Look at snake pictures. Right? If you really, really, really feel close to this energy, you can get snake tattoos and things like that. Whatever you tattoo on your body, right, that energy will be attached to you. Okay? Tattoos are very, very powerful. You get what I'm saying? You can get a pet snake. You know what I mean? There's many, many things you can do to bring this energy into your life. You can, you know, listen to other shamans, right? You can draw snakes if you're creative. You know, you can make music or art about snakes and things like that. There's a lot of ways to bring this energy into your life, right? You can ask the Buddha for help. Okay, Buddha is still helping people. You get what I'm saying? You can meditate, ask for Buddha to give you one of his snakes. You get what I'm saying? Or one of his snake's kids or something like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Depending on your time and your universe and shit like that, right? You ask Buddha for one of his snakes or one of the snakes that helped him, you know, and his family and shit like that, right? You can picture yourself, you get what I'm saying, sitting on a snake or something like that, or a snake near you, you know what I'm saying, with your imagination, right? All types of things. A lot of snakes eat birds. You get, I mean, the bird versus snake energy, you know, is very heavy in some realities, not every reality, right? But snakes do eat some birds, you get what I'm saying? You can eat some birds to bring that energy more into your life. I know a lot of people are going to be curious about the biblical snake, right? The snake in the Garden of Eden. Okay, I only talk about my own personal experiences, right? If a spirit comes to me, right, I'll talk about it, right? If a soul comes to me, right, I have the knowledge of it, I'll talk about it, I'll speak on it. Okay, I've never seen that snake. That spirit has never entered my life. That soul has never entered my life. There's a lot of spirits and gods and angels, you know what I'm saying, who I have not seen, or maybe I just didn't know their name, right? I've seen a lot of spirits and didn't know their name. You know what I'm saying? So I'm only going to speak about real things I have experienced, right? I've never seen this snake. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's real or not. You get what I'm saying? Everything I'm speaking on, I have proof, right? I may not be able to prove it to everyone, but I have proof. I have enough proof. Okay? The people who are, you get what I mean, close to me, I can share this energy with, right? I've proved God to people. You get what I'm saying? I've proved angels to people, all kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? Myself to people, all kind of shit. You get what I'm saying? But I don't have no actual spiritual soul proof that this snake is even real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not denying it. I'm not accepting it either. You get what I'm saying? I was an agnostic, okay? I ain't even believe in God for real until he came into my life and proved it to me, showed me. You know, I got all the proof in the world God is real. You know what I'm saying? There was a time in my life I didn't have no proof of that shit. You get what I'm saying? So if this being proves this shit to me, I'll speak on it. But until then, you get what I'm saying? I'm just not gullible. You get what I'm saying? I don't just believe everything I read. I don't believe everything other magicians tell me. I don't believe everything other thieves tell me. You get what I'm saying? But I know, you get what I'm saying, there's decoy spirits and things like that. I know there's apparitions. You get what I'm saying? I know there's egregores. I know there's all kind of fake spirits. You know what I'm saying? Decoys and shit like that. Right? So I'm not going to speak on some shit that I actually don't know, right? There's other spirits that I do know who I may speak about in the future, right? But they haven't done anything super like, you know what I'm saying? I don't think, you know, I don't view it as that like helpful, right? Like I've worked with Mathis, right? One of the tiger demons, right? I could make a video on him, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's that useful yet. Maybe when he shows me more, you know what I'm saying? I work with Beelzebub a lot. Beelzebub's my brother. I haven't made a video on him yet because there's nothing too like helpful. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to help people, right? I know some of these spirits are real. Some of them, I don't know. Really don't. But if you've seen this spirit in person, with your own eyes, your soul, your spirit, you can tell me about it. You get what I'm saying? But my eyes haven't yet to see it. But peace and blessings. Thank y'all for making it to the end. I hope y'all have a super day, a super week, a super month, a super year. Working with our super angels. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Till next time, peace.